Hey everybody, welcome back to Stamping School. I've got a cute bundle to show you today called Sweet Jar. It's not in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. It's one of those online exclusives again, that they're only online. They're not going to be available for the whole year like in the annual catalog. But if you already have a jar, stamp, die, punch, that's great. Use some of these layouts for what you already have. But if you don't have one, this is pretty cute. I've been really enjoying it, actually. It's $41.50 in the US for the bundle. And it's photopolymer and they all two-step. So let me show you what they look like. Here is the jar stamp. And I stamped it on vellum so you could see. You can do cookies. This one is flowers, but I really felt like it looked like clover for St. Patrick's Day, doesn't it? You can add some little gold jingle in there, and I think, gosh, that really looks like St. Patrick's Day to me. And this one will stamp over top for the cookies. There's a shadow stamp that works with these. There's hearts in a cute cookie jar. Happy birthday, a little treat for you, which I love that. If you make cookies for someone, this would be a really cute tag. Miss you bunches. And then this one here, sending a little blank your way. That stamps all by itself like that. And then you can put in sending a little sweetness your way, love your way, party your way, luck your way with that. And and candles. So they can send the candles too. So there's a set of 3 candles and then a single candle. And then of course the little flames. So there's a lot in there. Oh, the lid. You can stamp the lid or you can just punch it out of the solid cardstock. I'm going to show you 3 different projects. I'll put together one and then I'll just show you the other 2. This one was kind of fun to do. I had this idea to do a drop-down table, kind of. So it's going to fold flat, but then when they open it, hopefully it falls down and it looks like this, and so it'll sit up. And I've got sending a little party your way. And then the little banners, happy birthday. I'll show you how to put this one together. This one is pretty easy. I did gold and petal pink and the yellow. And this is that boho paper. So I just took from some of this boho paper and I just cut out some of these pieces and put strips back here. So they are just 3/4 inch strips, kind of back here. And then I stamped the cookie jar and put some petal pink hearts, stamped those inside, and then added the little heart, the gold heart, these little flat guys, which I love so much, those little gold hearts. Little ribbon, little twine, and then I embossed happy birthday from the same stamp set. Sending a little love your way. It's cute. And the other one I did, I thought, oh, I think I could make this a pot instead of a cookie jar. So I just cut this from the boho paper. I punched it right out with that. And then I added this branch in here, which the name escapes me, but I will put the recipe sheets up with the measurements and the picture of this so you can see it. But I like this one, sending a little love your way. I like it as sort of a southwestern pot. Let's get to this drop-down table. You're gonna start, I'm starting with an espresso card, and I've got these 2 pieces. This is from Floral Delight, which has that gingham in it and all these different florals, which I just cut some of the flowers out of there. But any paper will work. You just need another piece that's gonna sandwich in between these 2. All right, so this is 4 inches by 5 1/4, but I cut it off at 2 inches right here. Now this piece is from the same designer paper. This one is 3 inches by 4 inches, and I scored it at 1 inch and 1 inch. So 1 inch, actually 1 inch and 2 inch to create this little guy. This part is what's gonna go up underneath this. So as you can see, it's kind of sandwiched up in here. That gives it that nice support. So right on this top 1 inch piece, So you've got Mountain Valley, okay, on this piece. This top goes right like that. That's just gonna give it that really good support back here, like that. And then we're just gonna glue this down. Remember, don't glue this part, just this part. And because we cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4, I got a little fuzzy right there. There we go. That's gonna go right here. This one folds up. This piece is gonna come right down here. There. And there's our little table. So I really wrestled with, do I add legs to this or not? Or just let it be what it is? I added legs and they stuck out kind of funny, and I thought, no, that's kind of weird. So it's up to you if you want to add legs to it or not. Now, to make this pop-up piece, you've done pop-ups with me before. Can you see that? It's a little square. This is 3.5 inches. I think it's 3/4 of an inch. You just don't want it to be wider than what you're putting on it. But 1/2 inch, and then you just roll it. So basically you want to score every 1/2 inch. So score, score, score. I usually don't score it, I just bend it. And then these get glued together like that. So it's a little sturdy. Yeah, you really only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I like to put a little bit extra on it. And I'm using the same color designer paper as the background, so it kind of melts away. So you're just gonna make a little cube is what you're gonna do. So see it just like that. I'll put the measurements on there. But basically what you want is this little square right here. That is the mechanism that's going to make your pop-up. So figure out where you want your jar to be. I'm gonna put it right about there. And you wanna do your glue, nice strong glue right here. And that's gonna go right against the back, like that. Now see what happens is, as that comes up, see, you gotta have glue right here too. So you need glue on this little bottom piece, on this bottom square. And then, just so you're only gluing on the back and the bottom, and then push that up, see? And now you've got this great little pop-up piece. Can you see it? So it just looks like that. So it's gonna fold flat to mail, which is nice. Now I'm gonna do a cookie jar this time instead of the candles. On this one, I did Sending a Little Party Your Way. All I did on this one is I used my 2 little stitch squares together. I also thought, oh, this one would be cute too, to make a little frame. I was trying to make it look like a kitchen and a kitchen table and the wallpaper and a little thing. But 2 squares, and I used the designer paper that comes in this pack also for this little frame here. But I'm gonna do these cookies, and I'm gonna use white, and my favorite color is the cloud cover. Now we don't have the full ink pad yet. You can buy the blank spots and a re-inker and make your own cloud cover. Or we do have a set of 5 spots, and cloud cover is in there and it works great. I'll link these below in the shopping list. Classic Stampin' Spot small assortment, and it has garden green, real red, petal pink, cloud cover, and espresso, which is actually pretty much everything I used here, except I used Calypso Coral, but you could easily substitute red. But there's a cloud cover in there. I think it's $19 for the 5 spots. So the problem isn't the ink refill with this kind of pad. The problem was the ink was reacting with our foam pads, so they have to do something to fix that. But this is a great color for the glass. Now, let's stamp these cookies. I like to put a foam pad under these, especially when it's something really solid. I went through a lot of different colors of cookies, and I kind of like stamping off with Pecan Pie, which is too dark, and then coming in with that color. I like this color a lot. now they just look like potatoes. So we have to make them look like chocolate chips. And that's where this little guy comes in. And all these dots look random, but they match the cookies. So I'm using espresso and going over top of these. So now they're cookies instead of potatoes. I also thought they kind of look like pills. You could make a get well card. I don't know if that makes anybody feel any better. I'm gonna stamp the lid in coral down low right here. So another option is you could just punch this whole thing like this, and then you could color the lid or stamp the lid if you can aim it right. So you can just punch that out and then stamp into that. But I find it easier just to come down here, punch that out. All right, now you need just the smallest little bit of adhesive up here at the top. Probably the liquid glue, the white glue would be great if I had it sitting next to me, which I don't. But you just need a little bit of glue up here to put your lid on. So cute. And then good adhesive, again, back here. I'm gonna use the tear and tape here because we don't want any of the glue to go beyond this little tab here, okay? Because we don't want it to stick anywhere. So which cookies look better? This one's crumb cake and this one's pecan pie. I can't decide. You're saying crumb cake, I can hear you. And then put your cookie jar on here, press it down good. Now I have a little sign right here. This one's sending a little sweetness your way. I'm gonna put a little ribbon back here, just for a little extra something, something. These dimensional sheets, I just love them so much. I love just cutting off exactly what I need and not having to take off a million of those little dimensional backs. And they hold really, really well. All right, sending a little sweetness your way. Isn't that cute? So sending a little party your way, sending a little sweetness your way. This is what I did on the inside. I used my little banner dies and just cut a few little banners, glued it on some twine, cut some flowers out from the designer paper, and happy birthday came from the stamp set. So I'll add the recipe sheets for all three of these with the measurements. And oh, there's a sale coming June 3rd. It's kind of a crazy sale. It's sweets. So June 3rd, 2025. They're going to have a sale on the sweets. So there's 5 sweets in the annual catalog and there's a bunch of other ones. So a sweet is like this, like everything, like the florals in bloom, it says sweet collection. So they're going to do buy one sweet, the whole thing, get the second one at half off. But there's some better stuff in there because they're also saying if you buy something from this suite, for instance, if you want to buy just the bundle, like say you want to buy just the Sweet Blooms bundle, because it's in this suite, you can choose something else for 50% off from another suite. So it's a little complicated and I need to look into it more, but I think it's going to be a good sale. It's just going to take some math, and I'm not great at math. And just I'll get all the sweets together and I'll put them on the blog for you. So make sure you go to lindastamps.com and I'll have the posts for you with all the different sweets, and so you can see how you can mix and match. So even if you get just one little thing like a bundle or something, you can get something else at half off that's lower value. So I think it's going to be a good sale. That's June 3rd. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. See it, learn it, stamp it.